Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me featuring some of the products from the Peach Sea Cherry Blossom collection. I don't think that I will have had my haul up because at the moment my products from Miss Beauty Korea still haven't shipped. So I'm unsure as if I would have shown you guys these before, but I did get some cute products from Peach Sea. So I got the Eyeshadow palette, there are 3 blushes, and then there are 2 lipsticks, of which I'm going to show you how I did this makeup look today. And if you're wondering why I got an orange eyeshadow palette, there are 2 colours that came in this collection for the shadow palettes. There was a pink and then this one which has the oranges in it. And the pinks, I loved the look of them, but I love the look of them because they look like all of the other pink shadows that I have. And I didn't want to be too repetitive, so I was like, let's try some of the oranges and see how we do. And I kind of love them. Like, I don't know if it's just this kind of orange or being in lockdown has made me more adventurous, but I just really love this palette. So if you would like to see how I achieve this look, then please just keep watching. Okay, so today I'm doing a more neutral-ish look, so using just the browns and the shimmers. So I'm going to start with using Mood Recipe, which is the lightest colour here in the crease. Then I'm going to use Dark Star, which is the shimmery brown on this side in the outer section, and I'm going to be using Romantic Twinkle, which is this one here on the rest of the eyelid. So just a pretty regular look. It's slightly darker than what I would normally go for, so normally I wouldn't use Dark Star. Like if it was a proper everyday look, I might just use the Mood Recipe all over the lid and put the sparkle in the centre. But I did want to incorporate Dark Star as more of an interesting look, because oftentimes I just use those darker colours to darken up the outer third and they don't really feature that much. So I'm trying to give a little bit more variety here. And for the other colours and for the other shades, I've used all of them, I believe. I'm pretty sure I've used both of the shimmery colours, but I have to kind of go back and have a look and make sure that I actually did, because in my brain I'm like, yeah, I've definitely used Little Star, which I think is the other shimmer, in another look, but now I'm like not so sure about that. So I'm bringing this down onto the lower lash line as well. Try not to poke myself in the eye with it, which I'm terrible at doing. So that is how we look so far. Super easy to blend, really lovely. Then I'm going to use that same blending brush, which is a Zoeva Luxe Crease Brush 228, and I'm going to pick up Dark Star and put that just in the outer corner here. So I'm going to focus it on the outer corner where I can I'm pushing the brush in between my orbital bone and my actual eye itself. So that is where the colour is being centered, and then I'm going to blend it in towards the middle and then up a little bit into the crease as well. This is a really pretty colour, Dark Star. I really like it. It's not one that I would use on its own because it is just a little bit dark, but it does blend really nicely. And so you get that really nice tone of the black brown. It's like a really cool toned brown, which I like. We're going to bring a little bit of that onto the lower lash line as well, just a tiny amount. And that will just kind of join them together in the crease there. Then, because it's a little bit harsh, I'm going to clean the brush with a little eyeshadow cleaning thing here. This one is from AliExpress for a couple of dollars. And I'm going to go back in with Mood Recipe, and I'm just going to lightly go over just that little section in the outer corner here to blend it out. Should look so much better already. Then using a flat shader brush, this is another Zoeva. It is the 234 Luxe Smoky Shader. I'm actually going to use this with the glitter. It works pretty well because the glitter is more like a buttery formula, so it sticks to itself. So it picks up the shadow really nicely and applies it evenly. You can also use this to blend. I wouldn't blend with back and forth motions too much because the shadow will have a bit of fallout. And then I'm going to take some of this onto the lower lash line as well. So then I'm going to be doing my lashes and eyeliner, and I will come back and show you what it looks like. So this is how we're looking with mascara and eyeliner. It definitely looks a little bit more cohesive like this. Although this one is slightly darker than this one is. You can kind of see a difference, but that's okay. I think if I didn't point it out, people probably wouldn't notice. So unfortunately my memory card had a nice fatal error when I was talking about the blushes, so I guess I'll just put some footage in of me applying the blushes previously, put a recap on what I was talking about. Normally I do have a little bit of problems applying these blushes, but today I didn't. And I think the difference is because I did my eye makeup and base makeup today, went and had lunch in between, and then came back to do the rest of this swatches. And I think that with a more set base, I had an easier application, which is really interesting. Normally I've been using the same base, which is the Kbeauty Moist Cushion. What is this called? Ultra Moisture Cushion. And it has been, the blush has been sticking in a few patches, and it's been a little bit difficult to blend, and sometimes I blend away a bit of the foundation underneath, which is not so good. But this time I had no problems with it, so that's really nice. There are 3 shades in the collection. There is a lighter pink, a darker pink, and an orange. And surprisingly, the orange is my favorite out of the 3. I don't know if it's because I just really like the color of the orange and how it looks on the skin, or if it's because I'm putting it with an orange palette for the most part. So even though today I didn't use any of the orange or interesting colors, it is a really fun palette to use. It's got a lot of those orangey colors, so I'm unsure whether that is affecting why I like it so much, but I really like the orange one. But otherwise, the formula of the blush is really nice. It sits really beautifully on the skin. It doesn't cling to any dry patches, and it doesn't make my skin look more dry or textured than normal, so I really, really like that. So then there are 2 lipsticks in the collection. Both of these really funnily have magnetics keeping the lids on, and the magnetics don't like to touch each other, so I can feel them like pushing themselves away when I try and do this. It's really fun. So there is a lighter coral color, or I would just say this is a peach, and then there's a darker berry tone. So today I've prepped my lips by moisturizing, exfoliating, and then I actually put a primer on. So this is the Holika Holika Devil's Plumper Primer, which nothing really makes a difference because the one that I'm going to begin with, which is the Blossom Coral, this just looks atrocious on my lips at any given time. Now I love this colour, but the formula drives me absolutely crazy. It is just terrible. So let's have a beautiful zoom in on my mouth today. I have got some acne down here, just ignore that. But you can see how it's sticking to those dry patches. It's clinging to any of the lines that I have. It just looks awful. So even though I really like the colour, I just cannot use the formula, which is a shame. So today I'm actually going to make a little gradient to help cover that up using Blossom Cherry. So I'm going to put this in the centre. And blend it out a little bit, and so I get a really cute, I just bit the lipstick, that's not good, a really cute gradient look. So I really, really enjoy how these look together, but the peach by itself, it's a no-go for me. The formula of these is really interesting. It's a really soft matte. It doesn't feel drying to the lips, but I definitely do feel like the peach is a little bit more dry than the Blossom Cherry is. So it's interesting that they have a slightly different formula, even though they are from the same range. So with the lipsticks, they're definitely not my favorite. Unfortunately, I really, really, really wanted to love them because they were the reason that I was inspired to get this collection, because I just thought they were so pretty. But yes, it's not great. So this is how the final look turned out. I need to go and cut this part of my fringe a little shorter because this is way too long. The frustrating thing about my hair is that I have much more hair on the side of my fringe, so I either need to change the parting so this one has more hair, or live with a really uneven looking fringe. It's a little bit, I tried to cut it slightly because I want it to stay a little bit longer so I can do those cute little curly bangs. Yeah, needs to be straightened up a bit still. So I definitely enjoyed trying out all of these products to make a cute, super cohesive look. I am going to be doing reviews on, I'll do the eyeshadow separately, so that one will have its own full review with a few other different looks. And then I wanted to do the cheek products, so the 3 cheeks and the 2 lipsticks in a video together, just because it's not really enough to make 2 separate videos of. So if you want to see all of the swatches for everything separately, then look out for those reviews as well. Otherwise, overall, I feel like the quality of the Peach Sea products in general is really good. I enjoyed the interesting packaging and how it's like color coordinated. I like that the oranges go together, and then if I had got the pink palette, that would have had the same packaging as these pink blushes. I like the gradient look of our lipsticks. I feel like this packaging in particular is just really nice and like high quality. Everything about them is amazing. The only thing that I don't like particularly is that lighter peach lipstick. The formula is just awful on me, and I don't think that the formula in general is very good, so I would have to say that the formula for that one is not so great. The pink one, interestingly though, is fine, so I'm not sure what happened there, but I haven't tried any other Peach Sea lip products yet, so I would be interested to see if there are any differences in the other formulas that they offer. Overall, I think that it's a great collection, and if you are into the cherry blossom themed products and packaging, it is definitely one I would recommend, unless you have really dry wrinkly lips like I do, in which case I'd say stay away from the lipsticks. Shadows and blushes though, beautiful. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!